Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. This is your Z107.7 Local News for Saturday, January 24th, 2026. I said January in the intro, right? Because to me it's felt like spring for the last month. A few colder days here and there doesn't really feel like winter. Late rain throughout California has officially made the Golden State drought-free, and the precipitation received in late 2025 mixed with the temperate weather has my hikes and my yard thinking they're a few months ahead. I've seen blooms on Joshua trees, deep purple phacelia are popping up in the national park, and even some firecracker penstemon are already showing their crimson coral colors. Those early spring blooms have people murmuring the notorious word that can make some people cringe, super bloom. Anza Borrego State Park already has primrose in bloom, but other Instagram magnets like the California Poppy Preserve isn't expected to get flowers until mid-March. We'll talk more about the possibilities of a desert super bloom later this week on your Z107.7 News. The mild weather has been nice to be outside in, though. Weeding out invasive plants is part of my winter routine, and this year the weeds are dug in deep. I've spent the last 6 years being vigilant for Sahara mustards and other tall invasive weeds on my property, and I've significantly reduced the amount I have to pull each year. But there's lots of red brome and other Mediterranean grasses that have made part of my yard look like a putting green. There's always good with the bad, though, and while the weeds did well this winter, so did native volunteers. I have lots of creosote, cholla, globe mallow, and agave sprouting up. And if you can avoid tearing these guys out with your hula hoe, that's a free native plant that's already established and ready to do all the awesome things native plants help with. The roots will naturally go deep into the soil to seek out water rather than spreading out in shallow clumps like grasses. Mycorrhizal networks of fungal filaments will spread from the roots of the native plant, holding in carbon and holding down the soil, making erosion from the wind and rain less of an issue. And as the plant grows, it'll become a habitat and food source for native animals as well. And over the years, each of these plants will grow with the seasons and provide shade and windbreaks too. Rewilding my yard is a project I've been on since moving to the Mojave Desert 6 years ago, and the results are incredibly satisfying. If you are out in your yards today, do a quick survey to see if any native plants have taken hold, or head out on a hike and check out some of the early wildflowers coloring parts of the desert. If you spot any, I want to see them. Email them to me at robert@z107.7fm.com or tag the station on Instagram. We're at z107.7fm.joshuatree. Some local high schoolers sliced, diced, and fricasseed their way through a cooking competition in the style of Food Network's Chopped. With more, here's Ted Allen's superfan, Jeff Harmatz.
4 chefs, 3 courses, only one chance to win. The challenge, create an unforgettable meal from the mystery items hidden in these baskets before time runs out.
4 students from 29 Palms High School avoided Ted Allen's chopping block this week, winning a regional cooking competition. The students are part of the school's culinary career technical education program, and they competed against 3 other schools in the Chopped Style tournament hosted by the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools on Tuesday. Brianna Johnson, Anissa Yuso, Antoine Wilson, and Colton Wismeyer won first place for Best Main Dish and third place for Best Overall. Students were required to demonstrate technical skills, teamwork, time management, creativity, and professional kitchen practices while preparing and plating their dish for industry judges. They worked collaboratively to assign roles, manage workflow, problem solve under pressure, and execute their final product within strict competition parameters. Their award-winning menu featured shrimp roasty with cilantro chimichurri using dill as the secret ingredient, and Moroccan lamb chop with carrot puree sweetened with honey, green beans, and lemon mint Mediterranean rice with lemon as the secret ingredient. Sounds delicious. The 29 Palms High School CTE program provides students with hands-on experiences that prepare them for success in the culinary and hospitality industries. To learn more about the program, visit a link at this story at z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Jeff Harmatz.
You've been chopped.
Thanks, Jeff, and congratulations to those high schoolers. Man, I gotta watch more Chopped. The California Fish and Game Commission are proposing some changes to bighorn sheep hunting regulations. The commission says that they periodically consider recommendations from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, or CDFW, to amend bighorn sheep hunting regulations. Those considerations include recommendations for adjusting tag quotas, setting hunt periods, modifying area boundaries, and authorizing take methods to help manage the bighorn sheep population. Individuals can legally hunt bighorn sheep by acquiring a tag through the CDFW's Big Game Drawing. These tags are released in limited fashion along with bighorn sheep tags that are auctioned off for fundraising purposes. The hunting of a bighorn sheep is authorized for an individual with a tag for a specific hunt zone and season. Tag quotas are established based on a variety of factors, including population density, abundance, and distribution. Some of those proposed changes include adding 3 new hunting areas in San Bernardino County: the Granite and North Bristol Mountains, Providence, Woods and Hackleberry Mountains, and Castle Mountains and Paiute Range. The season for all 3 zones would match the other zones of the area, starting the first Saturday in December and extending through the first Sunday in February. There'll also be an increase in available tags as well. As always, public comment is being sought by the Fish and Game Commission on the proposal, and they are requesting them before April 2nd. We'll have links to the proposed changes as well as how you can submit comments at this story on our website, Z107.7fm.com. And the San Bernardino County Library is calling all young artists. The 2026 Bookmark Design Contest gives students the opportunity to showcase their creativity and celebrate their love of reading while seeing their artwork shared across the county. It's open to students in grades K through 12, and winning designs will be professionally printed and distributed at all 32 county branch libraries, allowing students to share their creativity with the broader community. You can pick up a submission form at any of our county library locations in Yucca Valley, Joshua Tree, or 29 Palms. You could also download a form. We'll have a link on our website. Submissions are due by February 27th. And every library tells a story, and the county wants to hear yours. Starting tomorrow through the 31st, the statewide Every Story Counts initiative is inviting county residents to share their experiences, memories, and favorite moments at their local library branches. For the next week, they're inviting library patrons to grab photos and video of how they use their local libraries. That's stuff like bringing your child to story time, using the library computers, asking questions at the reference desk, or participating in a workshop, class, or program. You can find a link to both of these initiatives at this story on our website, Z107.7fm.com. And it's nearing the end of the month, which means dueling aircraft displays on both ends of the basin. This Sunday at the Yucca Valley Airport, pilots will be pulling their planes out of the hangars to hang around and talk aviation and aircraft with anyone who likes to keep their eyes pointed skyward. There'll also be coffee, soda, donuts, and hot dogs while they last. The Yucca Valley Airport is right off Old Woman Springs Road and Aviation Drive. Head to runway 6 from 10 a.m. to 12. And out near Wonder Valley, the 29 Palms Airport is also taxiing their planes out of the hangars on Sunday morning. And along with beautiful vintage planes, show cars, and car clubs are welcome as well. Donuts and coffee are being served, and hot dogs are being served up by Mustard's Last Stand. That's also from 10 a.m. to noon at the 29 Palms Airport, located beyond 29 Palms on 29 Palms Highway. I'll be out at that one, but I'm working on my jetpack skills so I can someday attend both. And that's your local news for Saturday. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 News team, I'm Robert Hayden.